Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? I apologize for taking so long. I had a lot of hiccups this month and not feeling well lately. So, blood pressure's been woo. So, just had to take a little me time off and on. Anyway, so I do apologize. You've done this before, you know how this works. I'd just like to remind you this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. So just anything that comes up, if it doesn't make any sense, just keep it in mind because you'll either see it later, remember it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. Go, I know what he's talking about. Ah, he's coming in. I hear hair, hairy, 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 hair. I feel like he's talking about a person. So it would be a male with an HHA name. He's not specifying, but he just keeps saying it. Harry, 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 Harry. I don't think he's talking about somebody being hairy. He's not talking about the dog yet. Or maybe the dog shed a whole bunch. Maybe he's talking about that kind of hair. Boy, sometimes I hate it when they don't give me enough details. So if it's a male, it's a male. Like I said, a male with an HHA name, he's trying to validate, and he's not even letting me know if he's here or there. So I don't know where he's going with this. I'm trying to get him to elaborate a little bit. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, just keep that in mind. Okay, so he is showing me a dog now. Whether this is the dog you're talking about, I don't know, or if he's just showing me a dog to refer to the dog you're talking about. He may not show me the exact dog. I know that sounds wishy-washy. This looks, and it's kind of far away, so it's looking smaller than I think it should. More like a pointer type dog, like a pointer or short-haired. I want to say it's some type of bird dog. That type of dog. Oh, now the ears look more like a Weimaraner. But they're a hunting dog too. Um, anyway, it seems to be a lighter color, short hair, long tail. Looking at him with a lot of love. Wagging the tail, just like staring at him, like, okay, I'm waiting for whatever you say, and I'll do it. Throw the ball. Brian's got the fishing pole again. It seems like every time I've done a reading with him, he's got a fishing pole, or he ends up with one. He says yes, Rev is there, even if he's not showing me or I'm not interpreting the exact picture of the dog you're talking about. He says yes, he is there. He's very, very close to you a lot. You should, by now, you should feel him. It's not going to feel like if I come up, put my arm around you, but it's like, I always tell people, like when somebody walks into the room, you don't hear them, you don't see them, but you feel them. You're feeling their energy. Then you turn around and go, somebody's here. I didn't hear you come in. But this is a little more than that. How do I describe this? And everybody feels it different. I think I've probably told you that before. Not sure how you're going to feel it, but it's almost like a fullness. It's not all the way around you, but it's like, well, he's showing over on your right side. It doesn't have to be just the right side. Good grief, everything I'm saying sounds wishy-washy this morning. But it's just like you feel a fullness in the energy on one side. He's very close, and you have, and you will smell him. But I'm not, and they've been doing this to me a lot lately. He's not exactly specifying a cologne or a shampoo or something like that. It's just like I told somebody yesterday. It's like when you smell their shirt after they're gone. It's that smell, not BO, but it's their essence, their smell. I would think it'd be more likely that you would smell that like when you're alone and it's kind of quiet and you're just kind of dazing off and zoned out. But you can smell it in the store, in your car, outside, doesn't matter. But when you smell that, when you feel that, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. Now he's going back to the dog. Hang on. Anyway, ask him to bring you more. Let him know it's okay. Let him know that you know that those are signs, and it really helps bring in more. He's going back to the dog. He laid down beside the dog when it was getting ready to pass. He laid down beside it, the dog was laying down, had his hand on the dog, and the dog felt a great sense of peace, knowing that he was there. Animals and small children can see them, hear them, no problem at all, until the kids get a little bit older. So if you think back about this dog before it left, it would maybe stare off in a corner at what you thought was nothing. Maybe start wagging its tail as it's staring over there because you thought, or it might have even barked at the wall or the corner, or I don't know why it's usually a corner, but showed me that it would even roll over on its back and act like it was getting a belly rub because it was interacting with him before it left. And they're perfectly fine with it because nobody's told that dog, you can't see them, they're not real. Nobody's put that in their head. Oh, how I love you. You're doing a fabulous job at what you're doing. And he's saying it very soft. You've overcome some great obstacles lately. He says, since he left, you've overcome some great obstacles. And I don't think he's not just talking about the part about him leaving, but that was like part of it. But there's been other obstacles along the way, and he's watched you. He's actually given you support when you didn't know it. He's very proud of you. Very proud of how you've handled the situations. And they could be, situations doesn't have to be like this earth-shattering, oh my gosh stuff. It can be just some of the little, it could even be daily stuff. There we go, we're sounding wishy-washy again. Sorry about that. It's his show. He's drawn my eyes to the calendar. First I thought I was looking at the 28th, but then I was looking, it's like he wants me to stare at the 21st, which is tomorrow. So I don't know if there's a significance to this date. Somebody's birthday, somebody's anniversary, somebody's something. It's not like a I don't feel like it's like a warning or anything like that. He's throwing confetti. I'm guessing it's closer to somebody's birthday. He's laughing. Today's 420, and it's woke up this morning and it's snowing its ass off in Kansas. It's like, what? It's a little late for us. I don't usually see anything after April Fool's Day. And he's laughing about it being 420 and that happening for us. Yeah, even old people know what that means. Okay, so anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. So know that I don't know how much you were around his dog, but I don't know if you can hear that. My grandson's big dog. She just came in and she's over there squeaking the hell out of her toys. She's got a whole pile of them. It's like an obstacle course trying to get downstairs. So you're going to hear that squeak. You're going to hear that squeaky toy. Some favorite squeaky toy that Rev had. And you probably won't hear it very loud, but when you hear that squeaky toy, know that he's just popping in to say, hey, I'm okay. So Dad says, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't know how old you are. What do you want to be when you grow up? He said enough time has passed, and I think he's talking about since he left, and I don't remember how long it's been, that it's time for you to get your head back in the game. What do you want to be when you grow up? It's time to get back on track and get serious about all that stuff. He will be there to help you, and I'm sure I've told you 1,000 times, he can hear you, he can see you. Talk to him. Talk to him all you want to. Ask him for help with whatever this thing moving forward is, your path, your goal in life, whatever it is, even if it's baby steps, ask him to help you along the way. If he can't, it's like my Bob. He goes and finds somebody who can. Where is Bob? Haven't seen him. So they can honestly do things like that, but you have to ask. And then you have to allow them. And I'm always telling mine no. So it's best off to tell them yes. So if something new comes in or somebody new calls about whatever this next step is, something you want, what do you want to be in your life? Whatever that is, and somebody new calls that can kind of maybe open a door for you or be a next step, or maybe it's a new job to go towards that way, or talking about a new class to take, pay attention. That will be a sign. They'll send them, but you got to ask. They cannot override your free will choice. So all the dumb shit I want to do, I do it, and they bring me the greatest things in the world, and I tell them, no, I don't want it. My free will choice. He's I have all kinds of things written down in front of me. Actually, my stuff's kind of a mess right now. He pulled my eyes down to a Netflix movie that I wrote down that I want to watch. Heaven is for real. So he says, heaven is for real. Maybe he wants you to watch that movie. I haven't watched it yet. You're a beautiful person. I know I put a ding in that, D-I-N-G, ding in that. But you've got this. You're pretty powerful when you want to be, and you're mustering up the courage to kind of crawl out of that hole. Life is good. Treat it good. Don't concentrate on the negative things that happen in your life. Concentrate on the positive, and that will bring more positive. Dad's being kind of, I don't think philosophical is the word I want to use. He's being a dad. Don't forget how beautiful you are. And when you look in the mirror, look at yourself like I would look at you, with the love that I would look at you with. Look at yourself that way. Feel that, what others feel for you, the love others feel for you. You have to have that much love for yourself. Always strive for that. With that, he's going to leave. He's waving. And as he's walking away, he goes, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. He whistles. Dog goes running. So listen, whatever kind of a whistle he used to call the dog, listen for that. And it doesn't matter if a real person does it. If you're standing outside and you hear somebody with the exact same whistle, type of whistle that he used to call his dog, that's still a sign from him. You could be in the store, you can be watching a movie, Facebook, doesn't matter. That's still a sign from him. They send signs all the time. We just don't pick up on them because we don't realize that that's what they are. Okay, much love to you, my dear. Thank you immensely for being so patient. Getting caught up. Doing it on the days I feel good. See you later. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones.